Hey there, we are going to get ready to do some mega crafting. It is our Winterfest Craftapalooza, and these are the bags that you guys can pick up on December the 8th. So, we're going to start with Miss Rosie here.
We've got lots of good stuff for all different skill levels, so this will be a great family affair Craftapalooza bag. You will need to provide the tape, the scissors, and the glue sticks, and maybe some crayons, some markers, pencils, or pens if you want to do some decorating. Paints as well, paints and paintbrushes. But mainly, if you have it around the house, you can use it. Grab all your extra pom-poms, glitter glue, feathers, bows, stickers, Christmas stickers that you might have gotten in the mail, any kind of scrap paper that's left over, especially if it's red or green, if you want to cut out some Christmas trees. So grab your scrapbook paper. Leftover wrapping paper is really great for decorating cards and extra little frills on things. So get those together and we will be ready to craft with you.
Yes.
All right. So what is in the bag? Should we show them everything that's in the bag?
We should show them.
Yeah. One thing you will get is a fun Christmas puzzle page, and you'll also get the recipe for the gingerbread Play-Doh, which is also in here as well. And you will get this lovely template for the ho 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 Christmas tree. And that is to make the 3D Christmas tree. You're going to fold it after you cut it out to make a 3D Christmas tree. So that's 3 pages. You'll also have...
You'll get some templates for snowflakes. You'll get a big one, and then you'll get a sheet that has 5 on it. And that's one of the crafts we're going to show you how to do. It's going to be simple, but it's going to be fun.
Exactly. You'll also get all the parts to make our little gnomey friend.
Yes.
He's a little gnome ornament, or you can use him as a gift tag, or put him on your tree, or use him on a card. So you'll get all the parts to make that, and there'll be some extra pom-poms in there that you can put on his hat. Or maybe you don't want a paper nose, maybe you want him to have a little red pom-pom nose instead. So we have all the parts to make one of these little gnomies.
We also have a toy soldier. It's just the head, but he's our toy soldier ornament. And you'll get all the pieces and parts to go with him. And again, he's going to be one we're going to walk you through and show you how to get him done.
And he's one who's a little bit more on the difficult side with painting and hot gluing. And one on the easier side for the littles. You'll also get everything you need to make a 3D or kind of a pop-up 3-part Christmas card. So you can see it looks like a hill of snow. You can write Merry Christmas in it. And I've given you a die-cut tree, so you can go ahead and put in a tree. You can use scrap paper and scrapbook paper and leftovers to add to it and make a cute 3D card. So that is there. And the final one is our little house. This is the Snowman Head House, and if you love Snowman as much as I do, he's super cute. You'll get everything you need, and it does stand up. We've already made the paper plates with the stands on them for you, and you'll get all the parts to make his hat and his cute little face. You just need some markers and some glue for that one. So I think we've covered everything, right?
We've got the bag down.
Yep, we've got everything in the bag now. So we will start by demonstrating some of our crafts. So why don't I start with this green one, and then we'll do the painting one. Is the glue gun heating up good?
Yeah, it's heating up good.
All right. So you've got this green template, and I've written instructions on the side, but I am a visual person. So you are going to take this piece of paper, and you are going to cut out this shape. And this is the shape you're cutting out right here. It looks kind of like an umbrella, doesn't it? And then you're going to fold it so that it looks like this. The word ho, ho, ho. See it? Ho, 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 ho. And what you're going to do is you're going to fold it like you would when you're cutting a paper snowflake. So you're going to fold it in half right down the center of the H's. And you see how the H has the cross in the middle? You're going to fold it down in half around the H's. And you will get something that looks like this. So wherever the template is, the dark colored ho ho ho, you're not going to touch it. Wherever the light green parts are, that is where you will use your scissors. And now if you use construction paper, you can use safety scissors. It'll be a little harder, but you can use safety scissors. A heavier adult scissor is better. but you will literally just cut out all the parts that have the light green. So I'm just cutting out that light green parts and pulling them off.
And I just want to pull your attention to how she did that. She did what we call a relief cut. She cut in from one side and then she cut into the other side.
That's right.
And that is a very good way to loosen up parts that are hard to get
Yep.
to.
So here's in between the two H's. I've cut both sides right there. See that? It's come up right there. I'm not cutting to the fold. Remember, don't cut all the way through.
Right.
You don't want to slice your tree in half. But once I've got a good amount of that green cut off, I'm just going to go in there and cut off the edge. And you keep going until it is all cut out, all the green parts as far as you want. And on this one, I didn't even bother to do the smaller ones for little hands who can't get into the tiny bits. I've left the top solid, you can see. Here's the template. I did the cutting with it folded in half. And I only went up to the third ho ho ho, and I left the top solid. So that's another easier way. Then when you unfold it, you get this magical ho 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 tree. Then all you have to do is fold it so that your two outside sides meet, hit it with a little bit of tape, and you have a 3D tree centerpiece right there. And it says ho ho ho.
There you go.
Now you can then take that same template and use a whole bunch of different colors of paper. Make red trees, make blue trees, make green trees in different colors. You can even get larger pieces of trees. And someone told me, can I use newspaper? Yes. You can make a bigger one of these by pulling out the letters on a bigger piece of newspaper and make newspaper trees. And someone even told me they could that they Mod Podge theirs when they're done, made it shiny, which is cool.
And it'd be more sturdy.
And it would be more sturdy. The other thing you can do is you can also add on some pom-poms. You can get out that glitter glue and put a little bit of glitter on here to make it a little fancy. But that is a cute little ho-ho-ho winter tree centerpiece. And I made a small one over here you can see. And it's super, super cute. And all you need is this one template to cut out and you're good to go. I hope you enjoy making that one.
Nice. All right, Miss Rosie, we're going to move from the trees.
Yep, let's move that out of the way.
I'm going to move him back here because you're going to need to see all my little bits here. So, you're going to need to have like markers, a pen, some brushes, and some water. It's so very little painting though, but I would say this ornament is for older kids or kids who are really, really into art and can focus really well. So with that said, when you're gonna look in your bag and your little feather and your little piece of sequin is gonna be wrapped up in a little piece of tracing paper. So every bag should have that. So to get started, you're going to be provided with 6 popsicle sticks, but right now we're only going to be interested in 5 of them. And you can see that I've already glued them together. You want one sturdy stack of 5. And what you want to do is lay it down on the table and kind of squinch it so that it is, they're all parallel to each other and they are equal. So then you glue it. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to then stabilize it. And you will get one lone stick that has the nub. The nub is the nose. All right. And so then you're going to pull that fella out of there like that.
Save that nub for the nose.
And save the nub. Don't get rid of him. Get yourself a little plate. And then this is going to be our stabilizer. And where I glued on the back the pieces together, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you. Little diagonal, so not straight. That is so that all of our bits are going to stay straight and he's going to be as sturdy as can be. So that's what your back should look like when we're almost done. All right, so that's our first thing. So then you also have a baby or a mini stick. So then what we're going to do, and this is totally up to you, how tall you want your hat, that is so up to you. I did over here, like almost 2/3 of the way down. So I'm going to do a bit like that again.
So that's the hat brim of his big
Yeah,
old
that's
hat.
that little mini one is going to be his brim.
Here, I'll hold up your finished
Yes.
one here so you can have two hands.
Yes, thank you. And so, and you just stick that right on there, and there you go.
There's his hat.
There is the foundation for our little ornament, all done. All right, so the next thing you're going to do, we're going to put that aside for a minute, and then go ahead and get out, just, you can see just the very teensiest of paint. It's a white, a black, a yellow, and a red. Very little. The most you're going to need is the black. All right, so we're gonna start off and have a flat brush if you can get it. It helps to lay in the paint thicker and more of it quickly. And then a small round, and those are gonna be for our details. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna show you what I did. I just painted above the brim black, all black. And you'll see, this doesn't take a long time. The most is the drying time, but even that, if you do it in a good sequence, shouldn't take up too much time. So there you go. There's my hat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we're gonna leave that. And I'm gonna put this back over here. And so the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to show you on a plate the face that I'm going to draw. Because some of you will want to draw up a kind of a template for yourself so you can then trace over it. And I'm just going to show you bit by bit. Yeah.
He's got big bushy eyebrows
He
on this
does.
guy.
But basically it's a line with some semicircles. I don't know if you can see that. Here, you know what? I have
Sharpie?
this. Yep, I have this. So it can come in. And again, you're doing this in pencil so that you can go over it. So there's his little eyes. And then we're going to glue on his nose, but we're not going to do that until we do his little mustache. And I'm going to show you how I did it. Now,
That's quite the mustache.
yeah, that is a mustache. And so, let me see his little eyeballs. Okay, there we go. Again, you can make his eyeballs to suit you, but we want to put a little glint of light in there. So that's essentially what the face is going to be. So, that's the template. Now, when I do that, I'm just going to go quickly, and I'm not going to do it like that. So, I'm going to pick this back up. The black is a little bit dry now, so I feel like that's good. And instead of using my flat, like I told you, I am going to use the round because it doesn't have anything on it. And go ahead, and this, I'm going to paint yellow.
That's the hat brim.
Yes, the brim is going to be yellow. On. And there we go. Now, I also fortified that with more than one coat. You don't have to. If it goes on really well, you're good. So, there's that. And so, I liked to do mine with the Sharpie. So, and he does have bushy eyebrows. I didn't put those on there. He has some bushy-o eyebrows.
They're like little caterpillars.
Yes, he has some caterpillars going on his face.
He's very serious.
He
serious.
is. His job is
soldier here.
serious. As a soldier.
In case anyone's wondering, his hair is a cotton ball. So
Yes.
That's why you have cotton balls in your bag.
Yes.
It's for
it
his
is.
funky hair
Yes.
and his beard. Or his chin beard.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to show this. Now this is going to end up being my template, I think, because I like the way the black looks. So you're going to get his look. Well, nope. Let's put his caterpillars on for his.
Gotta have the caterpillar
Gotta have
eyebrows.
them. Gotta have them. So there you go. Then you have something like that. You notice no nose. I'm going to do that at the very, very end.
So leave room for the nose.
Yes. And it's kind of, you can't put the nose on before you do your mustache because it's going to be right in the center of the mustache. All right. So there's that.
Now we need some red teethies. Or red
Yeah, we're going to
mouthpiece.
do that closer to the end too,
Okay.
to let everything else dry. So what I'm going to do now is go back over and do his little face in paint. Sometimes the Sharpie bleeds a little bit, and you'll notice that as you do this. Gets a little bloody, just runs a bit. So that's why I'm going over it with the paint. The paint, it stays and it dries very quickly, and I like it better. I really do. Just looks nicer and more finished. But again, you can find a way to make the Sharpie work. Okay. So there's that. That's what he looks like now. So we are going to, well, right now we're going to let his face dry. So what we can go ahead and do, now, if you're little and doing this, I would say save this part to the end. But because, I don't want to take up all the time doing this, I'm going to show you how to put on his little feather. I'm going to go ahead right now and put it on there. That's just a little dab.
Yep. Little dab will do you.
See? Not that big a deal. And then also, my sequins. Now, some of you may get a big sequins like this one or a smaller one than this. The first guy, he's just got a little bitty one on there. You can turn it however you like. I'm going to use it upside down or inverted. Does not matter. Whichever way he can go on quicker. It's just to give him a bit of bling. Yep.
Oh, it looks so fancy now. There we go.
See, he's coming together. Coming together. Okay, so now I am going to go ahead and put on his little red mouth because I want it to dry so we can get that
I feel like
done.
Vanna White.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. All right. So this is very quick. You're just going to do right in between the mustache, just this kind of weird line of red. I wouldn't even try drawing this on there like as a template. Just do it. So there you go. There's your just red line. Let that dry. And when it dries, we're going to go back and put some little white speckles in there for his teeth. You know, like the nutcracker?
Yes.
That's what that...
He looks like an angry nutcracker.
Yeah, that's it. That's what he is. So then I'm going to go back in with a little white. Now again, you can totally do the white first. Let it dry, then do the black over. But for time's sake, we did not do that. We are going to just paint in between there a little bit.
A little bit of white to the eyes there.
Yeah, a little bit. And you might want to go a little thicker with his little eyes too. He looks a little shifty anyways. You can make him shiftier. So,
You have a shifty soldier
a
now.
shifty soldier. All right. There we go. And then just put your little dot. Put your little dot. And there he's coming together. Look at this dude. He is so coming together. So the next thing I'm going to do is let my paint dry a little bit and then put on his little nubby nose.
Right there.
So, right in the center of that mustache, put a big piece of hot glue. That is also another thing that tells me, like probably olders can help and the parents can help if the little ones want to do this. They can. And then for me, I gave him a little bit of definition on the nose on here.
Yep.
Put a little
Give him a little bit of a...
roundness so you can see that it's his nose. There you go. And so you see, this doesn't have to take a lot of time, but I want you to take more time than I'm taking here. This is to show you.
It's super cute.
Yeah, to walk you through it. So then I'm going to go back to my white and just put little dabs. And like literally, that's all it is. It's just little dabs of white. And there he is. So for the most part, oh no, we got to put on his hair.
Hair.
What am I thinking? Okay, so
You need
let's
to get
let
that hair
I
on.
gotta get the cool hair going.
Yeah.
You have scissors over? Okay.
I do.
So you should have a cotton ball and a half. Here's my half. So I'm gonna cut my whole cotton ball in half. And there it is. And then we're gonna unscrunch it a little bit, puff it up, give it a little more bounce, and then do the same. Now here's the thing, this one looks like it's going to be less, so I'm going to take my other half and poof it out, and that's going to be the other side of his hair. So what you want ideally is two that look about the same to be his hairs.
Nobody likes an uneven haircut.
No.
No uneven haircuts on your soldier.
No, he's got to be a little stylish, a little bit. He's looking mean. We got to give him good hair.
Got it.
So there's that. And so I just stick it right on there. And do the same on the other side. I knew he was looking awful, like empty. I was like, I don't know what happened to that guy. Okay, he needed hair.
It's got to go all the way down like his sideburns.
Yes.
They had very fancy hairdos back then.
Fancy. So look at
Now he's styling.
Now we can scrush it. So it's like he looks like he's got big poofy curls. All right, and so this last little bit we got going, that's going to be his little beard. All right, so I'm going to have to push some. Oh, there it goes. All right. So I put mine on the back, my glue, and let it come down under it. You could do it on the front if you like. I wanted his little mouth to be seen without any, interruptions. There he is.
All right.
There.
Ta-da!
So the last thing we're going to do,
Turn it around.
Yeah, you got all the bits, and all of your little sticks were put together with a little twist tie. So here's what I did. I just folded it in half, twist,
And added it to the back of the
yeah,
folder.
and then poof out your circle there, and then on the very back at the tippity top, put up, put a smidge of glue, and just let it sit. And there you go. You've got your
Awesome.
ornament, your little nutcracker ornament. So I hope you guys have fun and make your own ornaments. Who knows? Maybe you'll even want to give it as a gift.
Yeah.
There you
Super
go.
cute.
All right, Miss Rosie, take it
All
away.
right, well, I'm going to do our Snowman House first. And that is this little piece of paper plate. And you're going to get everything in the bag that you need. The first thing I did was I grabbed my door. And I'm going to use just a plain old glue stick for this. So this is good for the little ones, too.
Okay, I'll be your Vanna.
Okay. Ooh, that glue stick is on there. Good. Brand new glue stick. So where the staple is on the front, that's the front, you're going to take your shape that looks like this, which is the door, and you're going to glue that door on in one lickety split like that. There we are. So that is the door, but it's also the mouth on the face. You're also going to get two super cute eyeballs. And you can have them looking this way, or you can have them looking this way. So I'm going to do them this way on this one. So he's going to be looking in the other direction now. All right. This is not very difficult. You just need to put it slightly above the door to each side. And it would be helpful if the eyes are looking the same direction so they're not cross-eyed, unless you want a cross-eyed snowman house. Whatever you want to do.
It gets crazy at Christmas sometimes.
That's right. So we're going to let that dry for a moment, and you're going to grab your piece that looks like a hat. And the first thing you're going to do is grab the longer of your red pieces, and that is going to go across the top of the hat as your brim. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly glue that red strip on. And this is a Fast and Furious one. It does not have to be perfect. There he is. All right. And then we've got a cute little green leaf. I'm going to stick some glue on part of that leaf and glue that on. And since we've got these two little short pieces, this is kind of like the ribbons hanging off the backs of his hat. So we'll glue those on. Do one back here and maybe one over here under the thing there. So there is my hat with my little leaf on. Isn't that cute? And if you have some pom-poms and you want to put some pom-poms on, we've got extra ones of those. I just threw them in your bag so you have some extras. Super cute little hat, right? All right, and then on your door, if you have it in there, you can use a pom-pom, or I just cut a little piece of red construction paper. I thought my door looked a little empty, so I needed to put a little doorknob on. There you go. Then you're going to take this hat and put some glue on the back. Give it a nice good glue smudge on the back and tape it to his head like, glue it to his head I should say, like so. And you're going to have to hold it on for a minute because your paper plate does have a curve to it, so it'll take a minute for it to really stick before it'll stay on its own. So we'll give it a second there. But because of the stand in the back, when you're done, it will stand up on its own. So I thought this was so super cute. And I know someone had put on Pinterest, they put a little penguin stickers on either side, looking like penguins were entering the house. I thought that was really cute too. So maybe this and your tree could be a cute little centerpiece at home.
Oh yeah.
For
we're just dropping everything.
We're just dropping everything, aren't we? So there we go. And now the final one we have is this cute ski slope card. Everybody gets a ski slope card, and you can embellish it with the tree that I gave you in there. What I found worked really well is on this blue paper in the background, you can add, I used silver Sharpie markers, or you can use white chalk, especially if you use a black colored paper maybe in the background. I literally just glued that colored paper to the back. So I just took a piece of construction paper and just made it the same width as my card and glued it to the back. You can use a piece of black paper as well for more of like a starry night. But I made mine like a ski slope, and when it opens, it says Merry Christmas with all the little presents, and you know, a nice little ski slope, and you can put another sentiment in there or some more stickers. So that's super cute, and it stands freestanding, and that's also a cute table centerpiece or a gift giving card. And I just took my scissors and I found some colorful paper, like this scrap piece of red paper, and I literally just cut rectangles for presents. And you just draw a little cross hatch on them, and when you glue them on, they look super cute. I'm just going to glue this one right here, and there we go. And then I took my silver marker and just put a cross hatch on it and a little loop at the top for a bow, and you have an instant present. Sweet. Right there. And so you do have a tree in there, and you can cut out presents and do all sorts of fun stuff and add color to the background. And that's a fun one that's customizable that you can make together as a family. So I hope you liked all these crafts.
And
we have one more from Yolanda and one more from me. So go and do the snowflake.
So I've already done the big snowflake. This turns out it gets
Isn't that the coolest? I just love it.
I'm going to show it on the background of the black so you can see it. So that's so cool. And this is like, when I show you how to do this, you're going to be like, what? So
that's what I said.
What? Here's the thing. These sheets that we give you in the bag, what you're going to want to get is some postage tape. It's a packing tape is better. And I say that you don't have to, but it'll take you less time because you're going to want to cover it in this. You see the shininess on my paper? I covered it in postage tape. And here's why. I'm going to do a small one for you this time. I'm going to take the hot glue. And again, I would say this is for olders or help of adult for sure.
So you don't want the glue to stick to a piece of paper.
Right, because it's not coming up.
The paper, but the sticky tape is smooth. And this is going to be like so cool.
And for me, this is kind of an experiment because you don't have to go as fast as I'm going, but you can. And you don't have to get it as perfectly as it is on that paper.
This is really super cool.
This is kind of like a template for you to go back and get all the bits. And you know how fast a hot glue dries. That's the fun part about it.
Yep.
And it's experimental. You're trying to see if you can get it close to what's on the paper.
And it's just hot glue.
It is just hot
glue. Following
glue.
the template.
Yeah.
and letting it dry.
And letting it dry.
And peeling it off that slick packing tape, postage tape.
So while Miss Rosie does her next one, we're gonna let ours dry, and we will end with what this comes up like.
All right.
So the other thing I wanted to tell you is that if you don't have the packing tape, you know the sleeves that you put paper in for notebook, you can use that.
Clear protective sheets.
Or
Yep.
contact paper.
Or contact
Somebody
paper.
else told us contact paper.
Yep.
So take it away.
All right, we got the last one is our little Gnomey gnome. He can be a package label or an ornament. I just did him on one side of a piece of paper. You're going to get this little red teardroppy shape, right? And you're going to have 2 feet that look like that. And you literally just glue the feet on the bottom. So we will glue the feet on the bottom. There we go. Get them on there really quick because he's a little cute little Gnomey gnome. And then you're going to take his beard and put his beard kind of on the bottom so that the bottom of the beard touches his feet. You want to just about touch his feet, okay? And get a good amount of glue on there. And get his beard on. And now his beard is so big you can't even see his eyes. All you can see is his giant nose. So we will put some glue on his nose and get that nose stuck on right at the top of his beard, right there. So there we go. That's step 1. Now the other thing you're going to get in your bag is something that kind of looks like a hula grass skirt. And there could be green, dark green, purple, red, blues, there's all different colors. And this is what I made the stripes on his hat with. So all you have to do once you get this is take your scissors and cut the top off, and you've got all these little strips, right? You're gonna take your strips and you're gonna put them across the hat just with a little bit of glue. You can cut them thinner, you can make them diagonal. They don't have to be in any straight line. You can even do it messy. It's super quick. This is great for little kids who want to do something really quick and then move on to the next thing at the holiday meal. There you go. So I've got a few more. I got a smaller one for up here. And maybe one more right there. I don't want to completely block my hanging circle. There we go. There we go. My glue is not cooperating. So I have glued on my strips. Doesn't it look fancy? So then you're going to turn it around and you are just going to cut them off where they overlap the red, just like this. Look how fast this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bam! You have a striped hat on your Gnomey gnome, and you can hang him up. And now I put a little pom-pom on that guy. Maybe I'll put a big green pom-pom. My glue stick has decided to conk out on me and become all wonky, but I would really like a nice little pom-pom on my guy there.
Yeah.
And you can hang him up, and you've got your Gnomey gnome ornament. We love our little gnomes. And what my friend wrote on hers, she put him on a piece of paper on the bottom. Let me find a lighter piece of paper. Here we go. We'll do it under. We'll do blue. Blue is good. So she took a little piece of blue paper and she glued it to the back of her gnome's feet to give him a little stand, and she wrote, "Hanging with my gnomies." My little homie gnomies.
Yeah.
So you can write hang on the, or you can write Merry Christmas 2021 or whatever you want to do on the bottom of that. So super cute little craft, super easy for the littles.
Yep.
And you can get them involved in all that fun making all these little strips. All right.
All right. Now
Are we ready to see the snowflake?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Now, so again, remember this is experimental. So I'm wondering if I didn't put enough, but we're gonna try to peel this up. And this is, I did this the first go round too. So you're just gonna have to be easy with
Yeah,
yourself
be gentle peeling it up. You
and
don't want to
just
rip it apart.
know it may or may not come out like you want or like you think, but it still might be cute.
And if 2 pieces rip off, it's glue. So
Right.
stick them on the table and glue them back together.
Exactly.
It's okay.
No worries.
No mistakes are okay. It's a craft. We don't judge. It happens.
And
Got a little enthusiastic with the glue.
Exactly. And so see, you can see once you start to get it, it'll start to peel away. I'm interested to see if I got the circle to actually happen. I don't know that I did.
Yeah, this one came out really good. I like that one.
Yeah, the big one is going to be
And that's it.
fun.
Maybe to start with the big one because it's easier.
I would.
And you will need more than one glue stick if you're, using
yes.
the little glue sticks on the little glue guns. You'll need a couple of glue sticks. So
Yep.
make sure you have some handy before you start, so you don't get halfway through your snowflake
Yeah.
and run out, and then you have half a snowflake, and that's no fun.
And I'm thinking the thing that I didn't remember to do on here was I did it once and then I went back over it. Because right now, my trouble is that I'm not having enough to pick
Enough
up.
thickness. We
And-
didn't have enough time to do two of them.
Right. So, but I did want to show you the process so you could get a feel for what it was going to be like. So, it's kind of fun. I did have fun trying to just see what would come up.
Yeah.
And so, the other thing is you can try to, like if you do water on the back, it can stick to windows. But you have to be careful and make sure that it doesn't just slide off. But maybe even a little dish liquid if you
Maybe,
put in.
yeah. A Windex.
Windex, something that would stick to windows. But there you go.
There you go. It's super
It
cute.
did come out.
It came out
So
great.
it wasn't what I thought, but I still like it. It's
Yeah.
still a snowflake. And let
It
me show you.
is.
Yeah. There you go.
Super cute.
So the other thing you can do, if you don't want to put them on windows, make window clings of them, find a hole and use
Fishing wire? Yep.
And you can hang them from your tree. So there you go.
And that is in our Winterfest Craftapalooza bags. They will be available starting Wednesday, December 8th.
Yes.
And do not forget that weekend we do have on Friday and Saturday, the Polar Express is going to be virtual again this year. We will have it in English and Spanish on our website and Facebook page. And we also have a very special Nutcracker dance story time with our guest reader will be Sabrina Schrute, who is Miss Scott County. So we're very excited. It is not on our calendar. This was a secret add-on. You have to register to get into the program. It is Friday, December 10th at 11 a.m. It's going to be awesome. It's on our online calendar is where you
Yes.
go to register, to go to scottpublib.org and click on that December tab. See where our programs are and click on the event, the Nutcracker Storytime, to register for that one. And these will be available starting next Wednesday until they are gone. We do have about 50 of them.
Yes.
So this is for our group of kids that are 3 and over. And Miss Mary Lou, of course, has her Storytime one for ages 2 to 3 still available as
Yes.
well. Thank you so much for crafting with us all year. We so appreciate all of our patrons and our little friends. Thank you so much from the Scott County Public Library Youth Services Department. We hope you have a fabulous holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and a great, healthy, and happy 2022 to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you after the new year.